Hello, dear people of the world, and welcome to the second episode of the University Kids. I think I will call this sub-series, I guess, just University Kids. Um, as you can see, they're all Carl, Jasmine, Natasha, and Imgard are all aged up and no cutscene. That is because I have made a mistake with Jasmine, and so her cutscene didn't play. And since I moved Carl in later after Jasmine, because at the time I did not think that I would have them as one large household, and also I thought the cutscene for Carl would play, but since I had to like combine the household, it just didn't play the cutscene. So sadly, no cutscene. But honestly, just imagine the cutscene. Just look at the cutscene from last time and replace Hannah with Jasmine and Paula with Hans. No, Eddie, since Eddie is her actual father. And then do the same for Carl, but like Hans instead of Eddie and Carl instead of Felix, I guess. Um, so yeah, I'm going to do a makeover for them and then we'll see each other in a second. Alright, so as you can see, I gave them all a little makeover, gave them all their own little styles. I didn't look too much into their aspirations and like their traits and stuff and how they like what's it called? Their personality. So their outfits might not match their personality too much, but I still love the outfits. Like I love that Jasmine basically has kept her outfit, except that her pants like are shorter now. Carl looks even more like a nerd. We and also like he looks like the mix for me. To me, he looks like the mix of a nerd and just a father, just like the stereotypical dad. Um, and the other two are just like a bit well, I've made them intentionally, especially especially Natasha over on the all the way on the right. I've made the two girls look a bit sleep deprived, and like I'll have to check, but this outfit of Imgard's outfit makes me think she's more outgoing, active. I mean, and let me just quickly check. And yeah, she's actually the most active of all the four people here. And she's she's like the most basic. So yeah, she's so I made her correctly look a bit like basic, like stereotypical college. So I feel that they look good. And I feel like especially Jasmine and Carl, I will, and Imgard, I will recognize. Natasha, I will probably have a bit of trouble with because she looks completely different hairstyle, completely different outfit, and like her face and stuff is all completely different. So I'll have to like get used to that. But doesn't matter, I will get used to it. I'll have to get used to it after all. Okay, so as you can see in the background, I've now furnished the building, given everyone back what I said in the episode, what I've forgotten to have them take with them. Although there is still one singular item missing from the things that they brought, or should have brought, and that is Jasmine's award for a great date with Natasha. But I'm sure I can get that back very easily. So I didn't even need to bring it. Oh yeah, I forgot they fell out of love because they have aged up. They will not fall in love back immediately because I had them just crowl. But I didn't do a romantic interaction. Nice. Now everybody's back in love. Anyway, let's start this day. Um, We have till 8 tomorrow, and then we'll have to end it, so 24 hours, that should be fine. I will get you back as soon as something happens, or I have to tell you something. I actually do have to tell you something, because I have to figure out what subjects slash like class they are going to take, which major. And for Carl, I remember that I wanted to have him do medicine, so I'm just going to search, is this medicine? No. I'm going to search for medicine. Where's the second thing for medicine, which will probably not make sense? Oh, it is right here. So it's physics or biology. I think I will have him study biology, because in my mind that makes more sense than studying physics to get medicine. So he's going to do biology. Okay, so I was about to pick Imgard's major, I think, or subject, or whatever it is, but I think it's major, and I'm going to settle on major now. I was going to pick her major when I realized she's a popularity sim, which number one, I would usually not send to college, because popularity sims, I don't think, like, are the type, like, popularity and pleasure sims are not the type to go to college for me. And not only that, I've realized then I thought, alright, popularity isn't going to get me anywhere. Maybe she could do like something in politics or something. And then I thought, well, let's have a look at her traits and personality to see what kind of person she would be. And her aspiration doesn't even match her. She is shy, which speaks against popularity, because popularity, people want to be around people all the time and want to be the most popular. She is rather serious, and while she does have a lot of points here, she's more on the ground. Like, she's not really nice. Like, she's not nice either, but she's not grouchy. She's more on the nice side, but she's not completely nice either, and she's more on the serious side. So that doesn't make sense to me either. And she's more on the active side and more on the neat side. So she is not nice, but more in the direction of nice. She's not active, but more in the direction of active. And she's not neat, but more in the direction of neat. Which for me is what are they called? A fortune sim, I believe. Let me check. Alright, so we're at the screen. And she's definitely not a popularity sim, because as I have explained, popularity sims would be more playful and more outgoing and like more lazy, maybe even, and way more nice. So no popularity sim. Also no family sim for me, because family sims for me are also more on the playful and nice side and more lazy. Extroverted and shy don't really do anything for that, and neat and stuff also don't, but I would like my family sims to be more on the neat side. So she's definitely not a family sim either. She's no romance sim, because romance sim are also very extrovert, very outgoing and very playful, and also on the nice side, and she definitely isn't that, so no romance sim. Knowledge sim not either, because while she is more serious, she is more neat and also more on the active side. For me, she's also a bit too nice. So while like a knowledge sim would be this my second guess, I think it's going to be fortune for her. Because well, she's more on the serious side, she's more on the active side. This speaks mostly for me to fortune. As I've said, it's not too strong, but I don't want to have another knowledge sim, you know? Like, I don't want that. So I will have her be a fortune sim, because I barely have any fortune sims, if I am correct right now. And also pleasure sims she is not, because pleasure sims are also more like playful. they're my main point for pleasure sims is playful. They're basically popularity sims but shy. So that's that. And I can see why she likes Carl, because Carl has black hair, he has glasses, and he doesn't wear makeup, obviously. So I can see why she likes him now. So this is always interesting to see. So although it doesn't agree with her aspiration, I think I'm going to pick the art major for her because I want to get her to be an artist, because she's more on the side on the like shy side, but she's still active, nice, and neat. And I feel like along with series and stuff, that's more on the fortune sim side, meaning she basically wants to make money, and that's what she's all about. And but she's also shy at the same time, so I wouldn't I don't envision like an office job or anything like that for her, but like rather like artist stuff or something where she doesn't have to interact with a lot of people. Although I can see with needed like skills, charisma, I absolutely love that. Uh, like the like thing is like she's shy, but she needs charisma to advance in this major, and I love that. So I'm going to definitely pick this. So next up is Jasmine, and I don't remember if I have chosen anything for her before. But looking at her traits, she is a knowledge sim, which points me towards like more knowledge stuff like psychology and like history and all the sort of stuff that's more like um you know, um, and like mathematics and stuff. She is very neat, like really neat. She is pretty shy, pretty lazy, very, very playful and very, very nice. So, actually, now that I see that, I think the better aspiration, I think a family aspiration would suit her more, but I guess. Um, the question, what do I pick? So she's more shy, so it's definitely not going to be any job or anything where she has to interact with a lot of people. So I'm going to go through these and find like a job where she, like I just said, doesn't have to interact with a lot of people. And I think that's going to be um, the nature scientist or like a scientist career. And I'm going to pick the nature scientist career because that's a career I have not explored yet because I had not had any people go to uni yet. So I'm going to have her pick mathematics. So looking at Natasha, she's a family sim, and I have explained before, like or like said before, that her personality points are very like I can't tell what kind of person she is because it's all basic. she Her personality is so basic. I am sorry, but it is true. Like um all the points like the only thing I can tell from this is that she's playful, but nothing else. And that she's a bit more on the nice side. But nothing else, literally nothing else. So I guess the family aspiration fits her, and I now have to like this is the most like terrible. I might randomize her points because this is just terrible. You know what? I will randomize her points. Like I said, it's just terrible. Like, all right, I'm going to sit down and choose what I would choose for her right now, and then I'm going to randomize her points and choose and look again. Okay, she's a family sim. So for me, family sims, if they have jobs, for me, like the basic family sim, that like the stereotype would like go in more like a lazy job direction, which would, for example, be the slacker career, or like the music career. And since she's more on the playful side and more nice, I think I would pick the music career for her. So I would pick where's the music career also? I would pick this. I would pick the business major, because I don't think she would pick up the literature thing. I think she would pick the business. The thing is, most people I know who are very like family oriented, like real people, actually have or wanted to study the business major in college. So that's actually another factor that's pointing me towards that. So that's what I would pick, but now let's randomize the points and see if I'm still going to pick that or if it's something completely different. Okay, I randomized the points and I realized she's not a family sim anymore. So I am choosing an aspiration now, and I was going to do this off camera because it's easier for me to think. But I realized this is hard because let's go around again. Let's actually start from the top this time. Pleasure sim. What speaks for it? What speaks against it? Well, she is very neat. For me, that's already not a pleasure sim. She is more on the shy side. That is a pleasure sim, but she is not that shy. So it's kind of like, yes, pleasure sim, all right, it's fine. She is very lazy. That's also still pleasure sim, but she's serious, so that's not pleasure sim. So like neat and serious are like, and niceness are like the three things. Sorry, I couldn't count for a second. Um, that like speak the most in that case. And she's just no, she's not a pleasure sim. And thanks to her being more on the shy side and very lazy and very like very not grouchy, what is it? Serious. Thanks to her being very serious, she's also not a popularity sim. She's not a family sim either because she's not playful and very neat and stuff. So she is more on the shy side, which does speak for family. She's on the lazy side, which also speaks for family. She's on the neat side, which doesn't matter to me. She's very nice, which does speak for family, but she's also very serious. And I don't like my family sims being serious. Like I envision people, family sims, being like playing with the children and stuff. So that's family sims for me. So for me, this is not. She's not a family sim. She's not a romance sim because, as well, she's not playful. To be a romance sim, you got to be playful and very outgoing. Everything else doesn't matter. Um, and she's not a knowledge sim because she's very lazy, and knowledge sims are very active. And so she's not a fortune sim either because she's very neat, which is doesn't matter. She's more on the shy side, but she's very lazy. So she gotta be active to be like active. Active for me is not only like doing sports, but it's also like working for your job and stuff. And so for me, she's not a fortune sim either. So the most I'm actually going towards is actually family. So maybe the family aspiration was the right aspiration for her after all, which I find to be funny because, like, this whole thing started because she was a family sim, which did not make sense. But now that I've changed her points, she's still family, but it still also kind of doesn't make sense all the way. The only thing that speaks against family, this is why I'm picking family, is that she's more on the serious side. Everything else aligns, like everything else is fine, but she's more on the serious side. So she would be more of a serious, like a strict mother or whatever. So, and that I'm fine with because that's a thing I have not done yet. So it's like with Imgard, it's a thing that I have not done yet. So I have now realized it's actually easier to think when I'm on camera. Like it's easier to go around and explain that. So tip to you, explain things you want to like do yourself, explain them to other people because then it's probably has got to do something with the brain, like doing stuff and like thinking properly and stuff. If you're explaining, you want to do your best and stuff, and probably that has to do with something, and then you can think easier, or like the thing to think is like more active. But anyway, it's easier to explain. It's easier to learn if you explain, and that's weird. But anyway, so we're sticking to family. Whoops. No. Now I only have to choose what major she is going to pick. Okay, Jasmine's on the computer playing SSX3. Come on. There we go. So, she is very neat. She is more on the shy side. She's a family sim that also has to go into it. She's very lazy, so that's already says slacker to me. And she's a family sim, so that says slacker to me as well. She's more on the serious side, but also very nice. So I think no, it's all like maybe teacher. Maybe she could do something like teacher, like she's strict. She's a teacher, you know. She's very neat, which says teacher to me, like stereotypical teacher. More on the shy side, which doesn't matter in that case. Very lazy, which is like, that says that's something against it. She's very serious, which does say for it, which is a point for it, and she's pretty nice. So that's kind of a contradiction which most teachers have in them. Like most teachers I know are at the same time very serious, but also very nice. Which is a pain in the butt if you're a student. So I think I'm going to have her become a teacher, but what am I going to have her study to become a teacher? Psychology? Would that make sense? Let me think. I'm going to think quietly here. Okay, so I picked psychology now, and I had a look at her, well, it says hobbies, but it's the interests. And her health, like, interest is very low, so I feel like not picking biology, but rather, like, psychology is the right, like, has been the right choice. Because I feel like biology is more like it's like more about health and, like, also, like, eating healthy and stuff, and psychology is more about the brain and stuff, you know, about thinking. And I don't think this is like, for me, this health interest is not like mental health or anything, but like physical health. So that's why I feel alright about picking psychology now. So that's the thing we are finally are done with. Oh, I was going to have her eat and stuff, but apparently Jasmine already has a class right now, today. So good luck.
Kidoza? Or Kivoshi? Kalonda. Chimukov. Skabithi. Hidhoja. Ah, Tutuga Vish. Kaduba.
Oh, alright. Irmgard is already off to class. So bye bye, Irmgard. Good luck. I guess it's only them now. I could technically have them have an affair right now, but I don't think both are interested. But I could check. Okay, I checked. They're not interested. I love that he's watching like a medical channel when I said he was going to become like a nature scientist. So everybody has returned. Everybody is in different moods. Like some are happier, some are sadder. Like unhappier, not really sad. and most of them have started their coursework, but thanks to Imgard, for some reason having apparently an unlimited amount of like every single need, because she's just caring for herself. She's probably the person who cares for herself the most. She has not let Carl to the computer yet. Carl, who's also naked. Ooh, I have not put up any kind of like curtains. Well, it's a college home. I don't think I need to do that. Wow, Ingrid has actually finished her coursework and improved her grade massively now. And also her mood. She's going to make it. So she is going to make this semester, which is great. But she now needs to have some fun. Ooh, Natasha's also done it. Natasha's also completed her coursework. Amazing. What is interesting as well is that apparently for Natasha, even though she has the skills, the bar is not unlocked. Like, Natasha in that sense seems to be broken, and I kind of fear her, like, not making college just because of that bug. So I will have to look into that. Well, I say I will have to look into that in a way like, oh, I will have to look into that. But I will look into that without the have. And figure out if I can fix that somehow. Sorry for the background noises of the TV, but I was kind of hoping the cutscene would play. But apparently not, probably because they're young adults and the cutscene like can't play for some reason in that like state. But whatever, they're now engaged, and Natasha is now really happy, and I am happy for them.
Valuzana, klavu.
Ah, sama.
Ha, poloshta. Soloshga.
Malosha.
Volosga.
Ja.
Unubostono. Lana.
I'm sorry, but seriously? She's just going to wake up and then just sit on the bed. Ah. Apparently she heard that. Ah, are they also finally getting up? Ooh, nice. Now you only need to get a body point and then you'll have it. Okay. Ooh, we hit 8 o'clock. That means that this is it. I would say already, but I know it's not already because I just checked and we are already at 30 minutes. of recording time. Obviously there will be some cuts, although I don't think I did anything wrong. I think I misclicked once, but anyway, so I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like and also consider maybe even subscribing if you want to be notified when I upload. Then click on the bell and then click on every. Otherwise, it's usually like on personalized, and you can change that in your settings or something like that. By now you should know the schedule. If you don't, because you just got here, well, you can easily find out the schedule by seeing when I upload videos. Like, you just have to look at one Evil Genius, at one Tobville, and at one of these college videos, and you already know my schedule, because that's all. Yeah, I enjoy the college episodes. I find them to be fun. By the way, the room you can see now in the windows up left, that is now completely empty. I have chosen this house for a reason, and that is because there are so many rooms. There are 3 rooms, and the third room is going to be, if she does decide to come, for Lavina. If she makes it at some point, I'm going to put her in there. But I think I will wait until like next round, or like the end of next round, to then at some point maybe move her in. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.